If you constantly find yourself relying on sheer willpower to get difficult things done, you have probably noticed something that is very frustrating, that it never works. And eventually it fails. You start your morning highly motivated, but by 4 pm your discipline fades away. You end up scrolling on your phone, procrastinating on your task, grabbing up any closest distraction so you can run away from your task. Most people assume that it is their personal flaw. They also assume that it is the self disciplined people that can get things done very easily because they have stronger self control and more drive towards the things than the rest of us. But the modern neuroscience shows the exact opposite. People who score high in self control don't actually use more willpower than you. They just structure their lives so they rarely have to use it at all. Here is why the willpower is an unreliable strategy. Every single time you resist an urge, whether it's checking a notification or opening new browser tabs, or even forcing yourself to start writing, you drain a finite cognitive resource known as ego depletion. Willpower works like a muscle, but it is a quick, tiring one. If you rely on mental force alone to stay focused in a room full of distractions, your brain treats that constant resistance as active stress. By late afternoon, your mental energy is spent, and when your willpower battery hits zero, your brain defaults to whatever pathway requires the absolute least amount of resistance. So, the core problem isn't motivation, it is that you're using willpower as a primary strategy instead of an emergency backup. The solution is a psychological concept called environment design. Instead of trying to change your inner state with force, you change your outer environment to dictate your choices automatically. You do this by manipulating friction. There are two rules that make this work immediately. Increase friction for high distraction behaviors. If your phone is lying face up next to your keyboard, picking it up requires almost zero friction. It takes half a second. But if you put your phone in another room inside a drawer, you introduce physical friction. That extra 5 seconds of walking gives your prefrontal cortex time to step in and say, wait, do I actually need to check this right now? Number two, decrease friction for deep work. If starting a new task requires opening 6 new browser tabs, hunting for notes, clearing your messy desk, the initial friction is high that leads to task aversion. Lower that friction beforehand. A night prior, prepare everything, research, take notes, open your notebook, clear the visual clutters so that you can go and work right away. Stop asking your brain to fight a battle against the environment every single day. Motivation might just get you started, but the environment design is what keeps you consistent. Audit your workspace today. Find that one distraction that takes zero effort to reach and add friction to it. If this video helped, let me know in the comments how you set up your workspace. Make sure to subscribe because in the next video, we are talking about how to instantly break out of overthinking using the 5-minute rule.